Because as you're going to build your business, you want to have a lot of team members out there building with you, right? Because sometimes people say to me, well, you talk a lot about the business, but what about the product? What about customers? Hey, listen, here's the deal. Those who have the biggest business affect the most customers. Am I right? Because 5 people can go out and get customers, but how many can 500 people get? Right? So many more. So we're actually affecting more people with the products by having a bigger business. So I'm going to make sure that you guys all get to stretch for a second. Let's do a raffle. Does that sound fun? And then talk a little bit about recruiting strategies. Okay, your Emerald is going to draw a ticket, so it's her fault. Okay, 7, 2, 3, 0, 0, 8. All right, come on down. Troy, congratulations, Troy. All right, awesome. Should we do one more? We'll do one more now, and we'll do some more at the end. Okay. 7, 2, 3, 0, 3, 5. All right, congratulations. Okay, one more. Okay. This thing. 7, 2, 3, 0, 2, 2. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. We have fun in Kyani, guys. If we are not having fun, we're doing something wrong, okay? This is not your normal job. This is not boring meeting after the meeting after the meeting. This is called investing in your business, investing in yourself, having fun. And yes, we work hard, right? It's network marketing, not work marketing, right? Okay? But we work hard for a period and then get to have time freedom, financial freedom, all the things that we're looking for. Right? So it is about putting that commitment forward, but it's also about reaping all the rewards of true residual income in Kyani. Who is excited about that, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about recruiting. The secret of recruiting, the secret of Kyani in general is don't keep it a secret. Talk to people, right? And share your story. People don't care about all the research or facts that you can share with them, to be honest. People care about your story. They want to hear how it's affected you. And if you don't have a story yet because you're brand new, share someone else's story, right? Borrow it. Borrow the story, okay? Because you got to hear stories about the products today. You've heard stories about people who've had success in the business. So share those stories. Watch for people to open a door for the introduction and then open the door, right? Listen, there's a reason that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? Because we're supposed to listen more than we talk, right? So listen to people. Find out what is important to them, because that's going to allow you to open the door and show them where Kyani fits in, right? If you talk to someone, you say, how are you doing today? They say, well, I'm okay, but I'm tired, I didn't sleep good last night, and my knee's really bothering me. Boom, you have an entrance, right? Say, oh, well, actually, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they introduced me to something. It's really been helping me sleep, and I hear it's great for pain too. You could try it. Would you want to learn more about it? Why wouldn't they, right? Or you ask someone, how are you doing? And they say, well, I'm okay, but I didn't sleep last night because I couldn't think about how I'm going to get my car payment paid this month, and my kids are probably going to be hungry tonight at dinner time, and I haven't had a chance to go to the grocery store. I've been waiting for my check to cash, right? that is an opening for you to say, hey, well, I understand things are hard. You know, I know how you feel because I've seen others have that, or I've felt that before, right? But what I found is there's a great opportunity out there that could actually allow you to invest in yourself, create your own economy, and never worry about how you're going to feed your kids again. In fact, your biggest problem will be not spoiling them too much. You want to learn a little bit about it? Right? Of course they want to learn. And there you go. You have an opening for that. Facts tell, stories sell. Even as a PA, some people say to me, well, of course Kyani is easy for you. You're a physician assistant. People listen to you, right? I'd like everyone to know that when I first started Kyani, the doctor I was working with didn't let me talk about it at work. I didn't have this great big patient population that I was talking to, right? In the last 2 years of my career, I've worked in the emergency room. There's not really a patient population that you see all the time and have a rapport with, right? But I still have customers, still have lots of business partners, right? It's because you don't have to have anything in medicine. And trust me, if I just sat here and told you all the science of the products for 2 days, some of you would fall asleep. But if I told you stories about people and what it's done in their life and how they felt, you would listen. You would think of people in your mind that you know that have those same problems, and you'd get excited. You wouldn't be able to sleep because you'd be so excited waiting to get out of these doors and tell those people, hey, I have something that could help you. Right? Unless you're a horrible friend, and then you keep it a secret. Okay? Do massive three-way calls. This is the other thing. So maybe you're not as confident about the business, but you're working with someone who is, right? You have someone who sponsored you to the business. You have a mentor. When you look up, you should see a mentor up there helping you. When you look to the side, you should see encouragers. And when you look down, you should see someone that you're mentoring. Even if you're new in the business, that's okay. You're going to learn from that mentor, and then you're going to help the person that you're mentoring. And actually, you're going to learn from the person you're mentoring even. Okay, that's kind of confusing, but it all works together, I promise. So do massive three-way calls. Three-way calls, if you don't know how to work your phone to do a three-way call, just ask your leader. They'll show you. If you have an iPhone, it's super easy. You dial one person's number, it looks like a little big plus on there. You click plus, add the call, go through your contacts, get the next number, merge the calls, and you're on a three-way call. Practice with your kids, because your teenagers and your 3-year-olds will know how to do it, okay? Ask them. When people start to ask you questions, right, because people are going to ask you questions, if you're new in the business, don't panic. And whatever you do, don't make something up, okay? That's the worst case scenario. Because sometimes you get nervous, you're like, well, yeah, and you start telling some big story. Don't do that. You lose all credibility. Just say, you know what? That's a great question, right? Whatever they ask you, if you're not sure, that's a great question, right? Okay? And then you put them on the phone with someone who has the answer. Edify your senior business partner and do a three-way call. Edification is also very important in our business, okay? It's huge, actually. We want you to edify, which means make someone sound the best that they can sound, right? We don't want you to edify, which means make something up about that person that's not really true. There's no reason to make any false product claims in Kyani. There's no reason to make up any false income claims in Kyani. We make a lot of money. We don't need to make false income claims. We just tell the truth. People are impressed by that, right? If you're brand new in the business, you've only been in the business for 30 days and you're already making $2,000 a month, you don't think someone's going to be impressed by that? Yes, they are. That's just your residual income. That's not even including some other bonuses, right? If you've been in the business for a year and you're an emerald or a soon-to-be diamond like Mrs. Mina Vera, and you're making, emerald average $9,000 a month, that's impressive to people. We don't need to lie about it, right? But we do want to edify because we want to make sure that people respect the person who they're talking to so that they listen and get the best information. Here's what happens. You are going to have trust with your prospect. The prospect trusts you, right? It's your friend. They trust you. You're going to edify the expert, and now your prospect respects the expert, so they're going to listen to what the expert is telling them. Let me give you an example of what you don't want to do, okay? If you are talking to your friend, and you say to your friend, Michael, right? So Michael, I'm excited about this thing. It's called Kyani, and working with this other guy, David. He's pretty cool, you know. He knows a lot about it. I'm going to put you on the phone with him. He's going to tell you some stuff, and we'll see what you think. Okay, he said okay because he's nice, right? But in his mind, he's thinking like, oh, there's Rikky, the girl I went to high school with. She's kind of goofy in high school, and I mean, I don't know how successful she is now, and she's going to put me on the phone with this guy, David, who knows a little bit about this thing they're doing, right? That does not sound professional. That does not sound like $1 million opportunity. Right? Okay, the difference is if I say, Michael, I'm excited about something. It may or may not be for you, but I'd like to put you on the phone with someone. It's a gentleman I've been working with. His name is David, Mr. David Panis. Yeah, it's just a J. This is our youngest J right here, right? Mr. David Panis, he has been doing amazing things, leading this opportunity, is just going crazy, exploding, great things, you know, in the Bay Area. We're so excited. I couldn't think of anyone else who could explain better. I'm new, but he's just doing great things. Can I put him on the phone with you? You can listen and learn a little bit from him. Make sure you listen to what he's telling you, because this guy knows what he's doing. He's going places, right? Then you're more excited. You see that, you realize there's something going on. You've edified that person, right? Now, Michael's thinking, whoa, David, okay, David's successful. He's expanding an area. He knows where he's going. He's already accomplished things, right? And he's going to be more serious about talking to Mr. Panis, the expert that we have edified, okay? So it's important that you create that respect doing a three-way call. So here, like you said, something you can say. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, guys, but this is a script. If you're nervous and you don't know what to say, read the script. Okay? Practice it. It will sound better and more like you the more you practice it, right? Hello, prospect. You have a minute. Wait for them to answer. If they're right in the middle of dropping their kids off at carpool and the kids are screaming in the background, everything's going wild, they don't have a minute right then, right? Just say, okay, you don't have a minute right now, that's okay. I'm going to call you back tonight. What time works for you? 6 o'clock? Can we talk then? That's even better, actually, because then they're going to be thinking, whoa, she's really serious. Like, she has something important to talk to me about. She needs to talk to me at 6 o'clock tonight. She's created urgency, right? And then they're going to be thinking all day, I wonder what they want to talk about at 6 o'clock. Must be something exciting, right? They might even call you back later in the day and say to you, well, I don't have the kids now. What was it at 6 o'clock you wanted to talk about? They're curious, right? But if they say yes, they have a minute. Then I recently started a new business that I'm extremely excited about. I was wondering if you're open to hearing about it. May or may not be for you, but can I put you on the phone with one of my senior business partners? Right? They're going to ask you something. It's not a secret society. You can say it deals with health and wellness. Don't be like, oh, I can't tell you anything, but let me put you on the phone with this person. That's weird. People think you're scamming them, right? Make sure you say, it has to do with health and wellness, but I don't want to, I don't want to ruin it by trying to answer your questions, because I'm new, but I'm really excited. I know this is something that you could be excited about too. It may or may not be for you, but let me put you on the phone with my senior business partner so they can answer all your questions the way they answered mine. You can make an educated decision, right? Based on all the information. People want to hear that because then they know they can make their own educated decision. And the bottom line is, guys, you've heard it said multiple times tonight, but it's so true. When you're going out and recruiting people for Kyani, you are not thinking, I'm going to get this person, and this person, and this person. They're going to be my 3 great rock stars. And then they're going to get these people. That's not what you should be thinking. What you should be thinking is, I'm going to tell everyone I know to come and listen, and then they're going to make a decision for themselves if they're a customer, if they're a customer getter, which we call distributors, or if they're going to refer me to someone who's going to become my customer or my customer getter. That's it. Let people make their own decision. Trust me. There are plenty of people out there, like I said earlier, praying for this opportunity. We're just looking to find them and run with them. That's all of you. And those who are better than you, right? That's who we're looking for. So find them. They're out there. And work with your leaders so you can feel confident when you're talking to those people. We're going to let Emerald, Mina, Vera talk a little bit about events. And then I'm going to finish with a short little talk And then we're going to do some recognition. I'm so excited to be here with all of you. We're grateful for your patience and for your learning abilities and for focusing and investing in yourself. Because you could be a lot of other places today, right? But you decided to be here. Trust me, these decisions, when you look back, are going to be monumental. Because maybe you gave up one Saturday to never have to worry about time or money again. Right? It's exciting. It's really exciting. So, Miss Mina Vera, all right, roll. Soon to be diamond. Fish.
No. Go.
Go.
Got it under control. This one.
Okay, promoting events. I like this topic. You know why? Because when I went to Vegas last year, we were invited by a friend, Nadia Cantor. Nadia Cantor signed us up. Me and my husband were not even a J. We actually had 2 business partners. We didn't even sign those business partners. It was signed by Nadia. And I saw such a big event. Like, it was an amazing event that it has changed our lives, you know. And a year after, actually when we went there, Rikky Brown was Emerald. We saw her check. We were holding her check, taking some pictures. And this year when we went to the Vegas convention, this time we had the check. It's positivity. It's the visual, you know, visual goal, and it can happen. Promoting events starts with Power Hour call. You've got your prospects. Call them. Use an hour of your day or more to call these prospects, you know, and then use what we have learned. We can do a 3-way call with our uplines or our business partners. Business opportunity meetings and calls. We have a BOM every Monday with Rikky Brown, with our mentor. We have a number that we dial, and then it's 712-435-7536, and then the PIN number is 31945. And then you listen. You can ask a guest out of town and say, hey, can you come? You know, call this number, listen to it. So everybody, anybody from New York, Texas, or anywhere in the US, you can ask them to plug in, you know. Saturday events. This is a sample of a Saturday event. This is our first one, and I'm so happy for what you guys have made. You know, from music, from registration, our store. You know, from somebody at the back giving time. You know, 2 minutes, and people giving out. You know, the distributor application form. Thank you very much. Saturday events. Get your guests into these events. I've always brought people in Sacramento in Vision Group, and everybody that I brought there have been very good leaders too. And I would say Bibsy, when they first came there, Bibsy Carbonate, they were not even jade yet. And the same, you know, after a few days, they became jade, and now she's also a sapphire. Bringing someone in big events, you learn a lot of things. There's so much to learn. There's so much positivity, and there's a lot, you know, to impart to people. That's why these business partners that you bring, you know, they grow to be successful. Regional events, we just been there, and I would take this opportunity to let our youngest Jade in the room to speak about it. He was not even a Jade, I think, at the time. He didn't even sign up yet. And this is David Panis. He's a dancer. He works at Safeway. He works at Safeway. And when Audrey and Eileen brought him, I think this has given him a great opportunity. Let's hear him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Panis. I'm 18 years old, and I joined the Kyani team approximately 2 weeks ago. First off, I'd like to start off an introduction about myself. It is my second year in college. I'm a manager at Safeway. Thanks to my team, I reached the rank of Jade in 2 weeks. I also have to give a special thank you to Coach LeBron James over there. He helped me out a lot. But my topic for tonight is going to be the Las Vegas convention, which really opened my eyes, by the way. So, the first event that my family and I were at was the Las Vegas rally, right? And the thing that really caught my attention when I first got there was the loud music and the high energy of the people that were there. I even somehow ended up in a dance battle. I don't know how that happened, but it happened, right? So, the second thing that really caught my attention, right, was the amount of food that was there. It was amazing. There was hot dogs, hamburgers, pasta. No, I'm just kidding. It was the amount of cars that were parked outside. White luxury Kyani cars. Now there was 18-year-old drivers, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50-year-old drivers. You know, all ages. And I asked myself, what differentiates these people from where I am in my life? I'm composed of the same 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. Same 24 hours in the day, right? And my Uncle Oji actually gave me some really great advice. He said that we are actually blown by the same political and economical wind, but it is not the direction of the wind that it is pushing towards. It is the setting of the sail on our ship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you must become the controller of your fate and the captain of your soul. That is how you become successful. Now, that transitions me into the convention. The convention was amazing. The first thing I noticed was the amount of business attires that I seen around. Business suits, ties, you know, dresses, you know, it was amazing, beautiful ladies everywhere. But, yeah, I loved it. Like, the environment was great. And the second thing you noticed was, you know, you look down at the ground and, like, the rug was lavishly beautiful. There was fluorescent paintings on the wall and exquisitely beautiful chandeliers hanging above your head. Now, as you took your seat and you listened to each and every single one of these people come onto the stage, they all had their own story. They started from the bottom, right? Now that's where I'm at right now. And through listening to these people, there was trial and error every single time. You reached a brick wall, they reached turning points in their life where they felt like they would give up, but they did not. There was persistence, and they kept that burning desire within them that kept them pushing. Now, if you have that burning desire within yourself, I believe that you can make it and you can be successful, right? If you surround yourself around successful teachers, have a successful mindset, and a successful environment, and keep up with positive energies, sooner or later success will follow you. It will. It will. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. That's my message. Thank you very much. And hopefully I'll see you all at Orlando, Florida. And I will see you all.
We pushed him to go dance, and he had a battle in the dance floor, and he did really great. Regional events. Our next one, leadership events. We have an international leadership event in Orlando, and it's going to be in February 18, and 3 days. So get your team to sign up. It's the best thing that you could do for your team. As the founder says, you know, from the time that you attended an event, next month there will be an 83% of your business. So I believe in it. Let's go and sign up. Let's sign up all our distributors. Let's go and have fun in Orlando, Florida. It's still fun. Team etiquette. Together, everyone achieves more. Team etiquette, this is basically how we act, you know. When you come to meetings, dress appropriately, you know. Don't wear shorts and come and present, you know. Try to, you know, listen to the speakers. You know, people have done their part by researching, by studying, by even practicing at home. So listen to them, give that respect. And also, you know, as Audio Wild was telling that, you know, you don't have to speak to your distributors and explaining to them at that time when a speaker is talking. So these are just team etiquettes that we will learn, and that's my topic. And the next speaker, I give it back to our Green Diamond, Rikky Brown.
Thank you. Okay, this is actually my favorite topic, developing leaders, because you cannot do this business alone. For those of you who don't know, you heard tonight that I was Emerald last year. So I got involved in Kyani almost 8 years ago. So people think, wow, she got involved in the beginning, so no wonder she's successful. No, that's not really how it happened, okay? I got involved 8 years ago. 4 months into the business, I became part-time. I was working part-time as a PA, part-time in Kyani. And I was comfortable with that because my mindset was kind of like, well, if I had some extra time with my kids, I wasn't looking for a ton of money, just my mindset wasn't really where it should have been at the time, right? And so then when they announced the Sapphire Car program, I earned the first Audi car. If you Google it, you'll see me there, shorter hair, but anyway, it's me, right? And then I became a Ruby right away after that. And then I remained a Ruby for a long time until last year, April 20th, my husband's birthday and Easter fell on the same day. And I was asked to work, even though I was a part-time employee. I had requested it off, and they said, well, you have to work anyway. And I said, fine, I will work today, and then that's it, because I have a better plan. I am not going to be doing this anymore, right? That mindset change happened. My why got really big, right? I was focusing on it. And we became Emerald in July, Diamond in September rather, Blue Diamond in January, Green Diamond in April, and moving close to Purple Diamond, right? I don't say that to impress you, just to impress upon you the fact that it can happen very quickly. And this year when we went to Vegas, last year I was an Emerald, right? Now I'm a Green Diamond. This year we had 5 Emeralds crossing the stage that were getting checks that could all become Green Diamonds next year, right? That's the possibility. And even someone who's a brand new Jade, or someone who wasn't even a Jade at the time, can become a Green Diamond by next year. It's all about your work ethic, it's all about your desire, and more importantly, it's all about how you duplicate yourself, how you create other leaders, how you invest in other people. Because we have to have a servant mentality in Kyani. If you just invest in other people, by default, your success is going to come. I promise. That is how it works. When I was younger, I was raised by a single mom, and she used to say, if you want something done right, you do it yourself, right? And then I had that mentality also. I had to get out of my own way and realize that no, actually in Kyani we work as a team. And we have to count on each other. And we have to work together as a team, like Mina was saying. So lots of things can happen. Personal development happens in Kyani, and then you're able to help others by sharing these stories with them, being a little bit vulnerable, putting your mistakes out front for everyone to see so that they don't have to make the same mistakes. Okay? Developing leaders. You want to do what we've talked about tonight. Teach success by duplicating yourself to advance ranks. You could probably personally recruit yourself to Jade. You could probably personally recruit yourself to Pearl, to Sapphire even. Some of you might be able to recruit yourself to Emerald or Diamond. That'd be pretty tough, but I'm not going to say it can't happen. That means you personally go out and sponsor, and sponsor, and sponsor, and sponsor, and sponsor, right? You don't work as a team. You just go out and get your own 100 friends, right? But to get to higher level diamonds, and really get to diamond even, but blue diamond, green diamond, purple diamond, you're going to have to duplicate yourself. You are not going to be able to go recruit on your own multiple hundreds of people, right? But you could recruit 3 people, and they know 3 people, and they know 3 people, and they know 3 people, and quickly it can happen, right? Because you could become a sapphire in 30 days, you could become a ruby in 30 days, you could become a diamond in 30 days, it's been done. It's just a matter of duplicating yourself. Follow the system. There is a system in place, and we have something called the 72-hour game plan. You can find it at KyaniPlus1.com. You print it, you fill out the form, you go through it. If ever you decide in your business is not working as quickly as you want to, something's not happening as quickly as you want to, you don't look at your team, you look at yourself. You say, what do I need to do differently? And that's, go back to the 72-hour game plan. Relaunch your business, become a Jade again, make Jades in your team again. Because The way you get to pearl is the same way you get to double black diamond. You become a jade factory, right? Making jades. Jade, 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 jade. Does everyone know what it takes to become a jade? Okay? 5 customers, 3 business partners, they each have 5 customers, or 2 business partners, they each have 1 business partner. Okay? Jade. As soon as you become a jade, you help other people become a jade, right? Because you know how to become a jade, help other people become a jade. Then they're going to help other people become a jade. You become pearl, sapphire, all the way to double black diamond. It's all about creating jades. Follow the ABC system or 72-hour game plan. This is the same thing. You get qualified. Usually we say get qualified, it's having an auto shipment, right? And technically that is getting qualified, having your own auto shipment set up. But at these purposes, we're saying get 5 Triangle Pack customers. You're going to earn $40 minimum per Triangle Pack customer, so you're making $200 right there. You're going to sign up some business partners. They all join at the $9.99 pack, so you've got $300 more right in your pocket. Because someone signs up in the business at $5.69, you get a $75 bonus check right away. They sign up at $9.99, it's $100 right away. So you get excited today, you go out there, you put 10 people in front of leaders, they all get excited, they sign up at $9.99, next week you have a check for $1,000 waiting for you. Who's excited, right? Even if they sign up for $5.69, it's still $750 you have waiting for you. Next week, guys. Not to mention you're already becoming a jade, you're getting your fast start bonus, you're on your way to sapphire, bigger, better things, right? You're going to teach them all how to get a handful of customers. You're going to make a $100 fast start bonus. So you're getting some upfront cash, you've got a residual check, you're earning over $800 in your first 31 days of your business. You can do the math. You invest $569, you're already creating $800 in your first 31 days of the business, right? You're profitable in the first 31 days of your business. That's our goal for you. Keep breaking jades. You know what happens. You hit the sapphire position, get that new Audi or Mercedes-Benz. Keep going. You're going to get rank bonuses. Your car allowance goes up. Your friends start having success with you. We don't go alone, right? We don't go alone. Help other people achieve those ranks as well. But lead. Don't be afraid to advance your rank because you're waiting on the rest of your team to advance. You have to find that happy medium there, right? People want to see you lead them. You have to advance in rank. Sometimes people get caught up in that because they're worried, well, I want all my friends to become a sapphire and then I'll become a ruby. Well, technically, if all your friends become a sapphire, you're going to become a lot more than a ruby, right? So help all of them become sapphire. But realize that there comes a point that you can become the next level. Go to the next level because they want to go to the next level too. They want to see that you're moving to the next level, okay? Lead by example. It's more important what you do than what you say, guys.